Is your life a set of decided upon conclusions or unlimited possibility? Okay, maybe not unlimited possibilities, but many more than you may be telling yourself about the settled conclusions of your life. I know in my own life, when I'm living in a set of settled conclusions, I'm living in my own version of reality, in my own universe built and constructed in my own mind. When I'm open to possibilities, I'm stepping into God's universe, into the universe that is really there. And I want to talk to you today about living in this universe of infinite possibilities by sharing with you 3 questions for a better life. We often think that we ask the universe questions and it answers us. Yet I want to argue today that just as much, the universe is asking you questions every day. And how you are answering, whether you're aware of how you're answering or not, is becoming. The universe is always asking, you are always answering, and how you answer is always in the process of becoming. So what questions is the universe asking you? First question, who are you? Who are you? Who am I? I can ask myself this question every day and experience the answer a little different each time. I invite you to ask yourself today, who am I? Not in some huge existential way, but in this very moment, who do you want to be? It's very interesting living the spiritual life because in the morning I can take a deep breath and I can meditate and I can tell myself I am a precious, beautiful expression of the divine. And a little later, maybe at 11 at night, I'm on my 3rd Taco Bell burrito and I'm more lying like this instead of crisscross applesauce, and I don't feel so much a holy child of God. What does it mean to say when I'm eating that burrito, I am a precious expression of the infinite? We should bring together all sides of ourselves and know that the universe is asking you and me right here and right now, who am I? What kind of responsibility do I take about being who I am? What am I responsible for? I think that's where my answer comes in. I'm a loving presence. I am a good listener. I am authentic, transparent, and vulnerable to receive who you are and to be the best of who I am. If you can ask yourself this question, who am I? You can also realize that it's part of who you choose to be. And when you choose to be just that, the universe begins to not conform, but to co-create and bring forth with you and for you. Because the universe is always asking, and whether we know it or not, we are always answering. And how we answer the questions of life is always becoming. Question 2, what do you want? What do I want? Again, not in this big existential, what do I want in the totality of my life? What do I want right here and right now? I want a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, damn it. What do you want? Because there's something about that clarity. And we can think of a stereotypical couple who has trouble articulating what it is that they want. Honey, where would you like to go to dinner tonight? Oh, it doesn't matter. You choose. How about Mexican? No. Mexican doesn't sound good. All right, well, how about Chinese? All right, and an hour and a half later, you're eating orange chicken and you look at your partner and there's a slightly disappointed look on their face. I really wanted Italian. It's so interesting that we live in such a materialistic culture, and yet more and more it seems like people can't articulate what they want. Notice that I use that word articulate what they want because I think deep down, if we pay attention and listen to ourselves, what we want is always clear. Yes, sometimes it's contradictory and multi-layered, but the truth is knowing what we want is part of the key to opening the door to experiencing the fulfillment of our desires. The Buddha told us to be careful about the attachment of desire because it can lead to suffering. And yet, I would say our inability to articulate desire is just as much a cause of suffering. It's there. It's part of who we are. It's part of our creative dance and romance with the universe to, even if we only want something in fantasy, to be aware that the universe is always asking and we are always answering. And how we answer always has its own life and its own process of becoming. Lastly, how can you best love? The universe is always asking you, how can you best love? And I invite you to ask yourself more than even the first two questions. I invite you to ask all three. But every day this week, sit down, let 5 different people or the same people come up each morning and ask yourself, how can I best love you today? How can I best love my spouse today? I can surround her with love and light. I can know a greater healing and a greater understanding in all areas of her existence. How can I best love my son today? I can send him an encouraging text to let him know I see him and am proud of him and am so excited to see who he continues to become in the world. I can think of my daughter, and I can think, today I'm not just going to get her a treat. I'm going to sit down and let her know the things that she did today that made me smile, and to make sure that she noticed her acts of kindness, her acts of courage, her acts of creativity. For wanting and desiring love so much, we sure do get afraid of it sometimes. And yet the courageous life and the creative life is based upon love. And if you could pay attention to the people that you care about the most and answer that question for you, how can I best love them, without any attachment to return or how it needs to demonstrate, you're going to be creating love in a profound way in your life. Because the universe is always asking, and you, whether you know it or not, are always answering. And how you answer is always becoming. Could it be, as much as we need the universe to tell us the truth of what life is, that the universe needs you to do the exact same thing? 3 questions for a better life. Ask them every day and see what gets created. So just inviting you to take a deep breath with me. Let's ask ourselves these 3 questions for a better life. Who am I? Or better yet, who do I choose to be, right here and right now? Who am I responsible to? What do I want to be responsible for? What is the part of me that wants to come forth that I have yet to give true expression? Who am I? What do I want? It could be world peace or an Italian summer sandwich. It could be both at the same time. And both in their own way hold their own equal weight for us in light of soul in the universe. But just know, with listening, with openness and non-judgment, what do I want? Is this something you can give to yourself? If the universe brought it to you right now, could you say yes and receive it? What do I want? And how can I best love right now? How can I best love the people I care about? Hey, how can I best love the people that are pissing me off? And how can I best love myself right here and right now? And if I can't provide that fully and completely, what can I do to set the stage or build a path to experience that full reciprocity of love in my life? Oh, answers are good in this thing called life, but they're too filled with being settled conclusions. Give me the questions. Questions come from that world of infinite possibilities where the universe lives and thrives and our heart does as well. And so it is. Amen.